Fenty Beauty video. A lot of you dolls were hitting me up on Snapchat and stuff, asking me did I get anything from the collection. I also had showed a little snippet of me going to the store, or kind of like the display or whatever. So of course I went and picked up some things because I love Riri. That is my girl. So I definitely had to check out some of the items. Now let me just say this, that I was not crazy about the collection. Whenever I seen it online, I was thinking initially, okay, there's 40 foundation shades. Definitely got to try one of those out, just because there are such a wide range of colors. There should be something to match me. So I'm definitely going to try that. And then kind of the highlighters started to ring a bell because a lot of people were hitting me up about them. So I was thinking of the highlighters, and you guys know I love gloss, but initially looking at the swatches and the color and everything in the tube online, I was not gonna get the gloss. But then I watched a few videos before I actually went to the store, and it looked really pretty, and everyone was saying that it's so universal and it can work with everyone. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna pick it up. So here is my Sephora bag. And I did actually make 2 trips to the store. My foundation color that I originally chose was way too dark. I started off with 360 and then I went down to 310 because this is a perfect match for a lot of people who are around NC42 and MAC. Whenever I went to exchange it, I did pick up the primer as well. And also on the second run, I did pick up the Matchstick Trios, and I got the medium tone, which comes with Mocha, Trippin, and Bamboo. So I picked that up as well. On the first trip, I did pick up the Gloss Bomb, of course. And then I also did pick up 2 of the highlighters. So I got Trophy Wife and Mean Money and Hustler Baby. So those are the things that I picked up. So let's jump into this tutorial. To start off with, I did already fill in my eyebrows, as well as I did lay a base down, which is just concealer on my eyelids, and set it with some translucent powder. So we're just going to get started by doing the eyes first. There aren't any eye products in the collection, but I am going to be using one of these highlights to do the eye look because I just feel like this is a beautiful eyeshadow color as well as highlight. So this is Trophy Wife, and we're just going to use this all over the lid. To create this look, it's going to be really simple. So first I'm just going to start with my bronzer and place it in the crease, and this is by MAC, and this is the Deep Dark Mineralized Skin Finish. And I'm just going to place this in my crease just to give the crease some color and warm it up. But this is mostly going to be a look that focuses on the lid color, so I'm not going to probably even do any winged liner or anything like that. So I'm just going to blend that into the crease. To intensify it a little bit more, I want to take some of this orange color from my Vizart palette, and I'm just going to tap it very slightly just to get a little bit more color, but nothing crazy. You can use any eyeshadow palette that you want. And I'm literally tapping once and dusting off the excess because I don't want it to be too orange, but I do want to define my crease a bit. For my brow bone highlight, I'm going to go ahead and set it with the matte color in the palette. This one, I may end up going on top with something else later, but I'm just kind of working with this and doing this as I go along just to see how it's going to turn out. And then I'm going to go back in with that brush and just blend it out on the edges. Not applying any more product. So for this look, I don't want to do too much, but I feel like this is not giving me enough definition. So I'm going to take the orange and mix it with a little bit of this brown color right here, just so we can get a little bit more crease definition. And I'm not going to take very much of this, and I'm just going to place this in the crease just to get a little bit of a gradient from the orangey color to a little bit of a deeper brown color that's going to give a little bit more definition. I guess that's good enough because I'm not trying to do the most. So I'm just going to take some concealer and I'm just going to clean off my lid space just so that I have a nice clean surface to work on. I'm going to take my Real Techniques concealer brush and use this LA Girl Pro Conceal to just clean up the lid. Since the color is very glittery, I'm going to go in with a glitter glue. This one is by NYX. And I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. And then I will use an eyeshadow brush to pick it up and pat it on the lid. And I'm going to go in with Trophy Wife. And I'm going to use it from the corners because I don't want to mess up the logo just yet. And I'm just going to tap my brush in it to pick up some product. And then I'm going to place this right on top. Oh my God. I was not, I don't know, I wasn't really expecting this. This is literally like a pigment. I swatched it in store and everything, but oh my God. That shit is fucking pretty. Like, do you all see that? Like, I'm definitely gonna have to go back in and define my crease a little bit more because it's not doing it for me. But this color is gorgeous. And it's like a yellow gold, but it definitely kind of has like a green tinge to it. But it's very pretty. Definitely wanted to get the full intensity of the shadow instead of just kind of sweeping it on. So that's why I'm using a glitter glue. Plus it has glitter in it, so it will hold to the lid much better. Yo, if the freaking highlight colors are like this, I cannot wait until she does an eyeshadow palette because it's gonna be mind-blowing, like for real. So now I'm gonna get a smaller brush. First I'm gonna blend it out a little bit with my larger brush just to blur the edges out a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in with this brush and I'm gonna use some brown in my crease even more. I switch up and take this palette and use this burgundy toned brown color first, and just see what I get with this. Let's see. Okay, so I feel like that looks better already because it definitely looks like we put in more work. But to blend it out, I'm just going to go back in with my bronzer because this is kind of like my transition color. And just go on top of that to blend it all together. So pretty. Like, I think I want to do a wing liner because I just feel like this is like a real eye look. I totally was thinking I was just going to play around with this and just kind of do something super simple, but it's really coming together quite nice. I don't want to blend too much on top of the yellow because it is super glittery, so you will have glitter everywhere. I'm trying not to really blend on top of the gold color just so that we can keep that intensity there without ruining it. So then I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to take a little bit of this orange color and I'm just going to place this right over the edge to give a transition into the brown color. And then I'm going to take the brown color that we used and mix it with some of this deeper chocolate brown and just place this on the outermost part and a little bit in the crease like that. You could totally just put lashes on or whatever, but I think I'm going to do my wing liner. So I'm back and I did my winged liner. I do have to clean it up a little bit, but I feel like this look definitely comes together like a real ass look. Like I was just expecting to do something really simple, but okay, I lied. So I'm going to put on some mascara. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex, of course. This is my fave. So then for my lashes today, I just feel like doing a little bit of the most. So I'm going to use these Vegas Night Grand Glamour lashes. Okay, dolls, so I'm back. So I put my lashes on and everything. So now we're ready to do skin, which is something I'm super excited about from this line because Rihanna did come out with 40 foundation shades. So whenever I seen that, I was like, okay, I'm getting a foundation. And I'm not even like a crazy foundation person. Like I have to have every foundation, but it definitely made me want to get it. So I did pick up the foundation. At first, I got the shade 360 and it was way too dark for me. So I took it back. And then I had watched a lot of videos to try to see what a match was for me, and everyone who was around my tone used 310, and at the store she tried this on me and said it was a perfect match, so I got 310. And I also had went back whenever I exchanged it and picked up the primer as well, because a lot of people said that it's very moisturizing and I'm all about that life. So I'm gonna try to just go in with the moisturizer without using the moisturizer. I'm gonna try to just go in with the primer without actually using any additional oils or anything, because a lot of times I do like to add oil as well with my primer, just because my skin does get dry spots. So let's see. It definitely feels like a moisturizer, and I feel like it's definitely moisturizing my skin. So any dry patches that I have, I feel like this will definitely help. And it's not like a silicone type of primer. It definitely feels more so like a moisturizer. It also does smell nice. Kind of smells like a really soft perfume or something. So for the foundation, I'm going to be applying it with my beauty blender, and I did already wet it. I didn't buy any of the brushes or the sponge from the line. I almost picked up the sponge, but then I was like, I don't know, I don't think I need it. So this is how it looks on the back of my hand, and we're just going to put it on. Whenever I did pump some of this out to try in the store, the color looked totally off, and I actually had went and took a dab of the NARS foundation, because that color that I use, Syracuse, matches perfectly. So I was like, okay, for me to find my perfect shade, let me just match it up with the NARS one. But they didn't match at all. It looked way off. But when she tried this one on my face, she said it was perfect. So this is how it looks. I did use 2 pumps and it covered my whole face. I'm not like a super full coverage person, so I feel like this will probably be just enough. So let's see. And for reference, for anyone who is wondering my normal shades, just in case if you're wondering what shade you should get, if you're similar to my color in MAC is NC42. And then I also use the Face and Body, which is like a C5 or C6, sometimes in between. And also from NARS, I use Syracuse and Barcelona, I believe. But Syracuse is a better match. Sometimes I just have to mix in some Barcelona if I need it a little bit lighter. But so far from what I am seeing, this foundation color is perfect. It looks perfect. Like, I almost feel like this one matches somewhat better than others. It didn't dry down super fast, but I would definitely say if you're using a brush, you may want to just do one side and one area first, because the sponge is wet, so it is helping to make the product blend out better. But I feel like it gave me a nice, flawless, even finish. So yeah, I really like that. Whenever I went back, I did pick up the Match Sticks Trio, and this one does come with a concealer, contour, and highlight. But initially when I had first swatched these, I felt like the colors weren't right for me. But then whenever I went back, I don't know if it's just the lighting in the store, but they looked different for some reason. So these are the Match Sticks. And they are magnetic, as you guys know, which is super cute. So you can kind of make, you know, put them like that or whatever. Super, super cute. Start off with, I'm going to use this for my concealer. Some people had issues with the creasing or whatever, so I'm gonna give this a fair shot and use it alone, but usually I will probably go in with this first just to conceal and correct any dark circles or anything. And this is the MAC Prep and Prime in the color, I believe, Bright Forecast. Yeah, Bright Forecast. But I'm gonna try to just use this today and see how this works. So this is the color that I got. I got the medium kit, if anyone is wondering, and this color is called Bamboo. Now, whenever I was in the store and I first watched this, it showed up like it wasn't gonna make a difference. And I was trying to see between the tan or the medium kit, but the tan kit matches my skin tone too much like the matchstick does. So let's go in. It is a little bit more dry. It's not very creamy, and I can see my pores quite a bit from doing that, but we're gonna just go with it and see. A little bit on the nose and forehead. Since it is kind of a little bit more dry, that may be a good thing because it may blend out better. And for some reason, I'm kind of feeling like maybe I should try to blend this out with a brush instead of using my beauty blender, because I kind of feel like the beauty blender is going to pick up the product. So let's see. I'm going to use this synthetic brush, and it's from Makeup For You. I don't even know what that is, but let's just try to blend this out. It looks really splotchy. So I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and just blend this out. I feel like the beauty blender does blend it into the skin more seamlessly than a brush will. But I do kind of feel like I should go in with a little bit of a regular creamy concealer just to patch it up in any way. I have a piece of hair. So this is how it looks. I don't know if you guys can catch it, but it does look super dewy under the eyes on camera. In person, a little bit, but not as much as it looks on the camera. Of course, we haven't set it, but I am going to go in with a little bit of this MAC Prep and Prime. And this one is more of a neutralizing shade. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that. And then I'm going to use a little bit of my LA Girl Pro Concealer on top of it, because I want, you know, I want to look beat. Just going to go in with a little bit of my Creamy Beige just to brighten it back up a bit, because it is more of a peachy tone. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on top. And then I'm going to blend that out. This is probably like way too much, but I feel like it's not really working to conceal the way that I would like. So here's how it looks with the extra product applied on top. I feel like I get more of a brighter type of look, and it's like more full coverage. Here's how my under eyes look. I think they look pretty flawless and like full coverage with all of the product that I put. So I'm just going to use my Laura Mercier translucent powder to hurry and set, because we did use a stick which can tend to crease more. And I'm just going to place this like right under my eyes. So just like that. And I'm not going to take it down as much as I usually would, because we are going to cream contour a bit. So I'm going to take the matchstick in Mocha, and I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I did see some people say that this can actually work well on top of a powder as well, but I'm just going to try it the normal way today. And this is a very cool tone from what I can see. I do prefer more bronzy tones. We know that this thing is large and in charge. Okay. I'm going to take this brush to blend it out. I feel like it looks nice. I'm going to use this brush to blend this out. I did clean it off first because this is the same brush that I tried to use with the concealer. Here's how the face is looking. I think it looks really flawless. My under eyes look super bright and highlighted. The foundation color is really perfect match. I feel like it matches very good. Looking at myself in the mirror, I feel like I look a little bit ashy, but I have not set with any spray at all yet. So we will see. So next I'm going to go in and just complete my under eyes. And to do so, I'm just going to kind of blow out some brown underneath mostly. So I'm just going to take some of those same colors that I used, like that brown that I put in my crease. I'm going to start with that. Pretty. I think I want to go with a little bit of that gold underneath. Do I? I'm going to take some of that deeper brown color and put that on the outer portion. Just going to go ahead and line my waterline. I'm just going to be using a black liner like I always do. This is by Inglot and this is their kohl pencil. This is what it is looking like, and on the camera my under eyes look super bright, but in person they don't look as bright, and I feel like I need to do a little bit on my nose because it's not tying in. So I'm just going to take some of this. Spritz the face a bit. I'm going to take my Mario Badescu spray. Just to get rid of some of that powdery look. I'm going to go ahead and put my mascara on. Overall, this is how the look is looking. Next, I'm going to go in with another matchstick. And this is in the color Trippin. And I'm just going to apply some of this. Actually, I'm going to put it on the back of my hand and apply it. Can you all see that? I just wanted to warm it up a little bit. These sticks definitely feel more dry than creamy, but I guess in a way that's kind of a good thing because it's not going to be sliding around on your face. So I feel like this is a really pretty soft, lit from within type of glow, but I'm definitely going to set it to make it pop even more. And then I'm going to also go ahead and set the rest of my face with a little bit of powder because I haven't set anything, and I kind of feel like I don't need to set, but you know, I'm gonna do what I always do, so I'm just gonna set a bit. I'm gonna also go in with my bronzer a little bit on top of the cream contour just to warm it up a little bit, and I feel like using it underneath will definitely make my contour pop even more. So as you can see, I didn't even have to apply a lot. Really pretty. I'm feeling it. Next, I'm going to go ahead and start using the highlighters. I bought 2 of the highlighters, so I have the gold one that I've already showed you. And then lastly, from the collection, the last thing that I have is this highlighter. And this one is in Mean Money and Hustler Baby. I highlight my brow bone a little bit with the color Mean Money, which is the lighter color. This one is not as shimmery as the other, but I'm just going to put a little bit right there just to give it a little bit of a glow. Just a little punch, not a lot. Okay, and then also on the inner corner, I'm going to take Hustler Baby, which is the more sparkly one, and place this on my inner corner, on my lower lash line a bit, and then here. That is pretty, but I think I might want to use the gold again. I might want to use some more gold. So I'm going to grab the gold one. Let's see, I'm going to take a little bit and just go on top of it. Oh my god, that's so pretty. For my blush, I'm going to take the Riri blush in Bad Girl Gone Good. This is from MAC, not from the Fenty Beauty collection. So I'm just going to use this just for shits and giggles. And just apply this because I feel like this really goes well with this color scheme that we're popping off with. So, like that. And then also for highlighting, I'm going to start off with this one. And then I'm probably going to go in with a little bit of the gold because how can we not? This is a gold look. So I'm going to go in with Hustler Baby. And just tap my brush in it and tap it off. And you can definitely see there is a lot of pigment on the brush. So let's see it, moment of truth. Oh my gosh. That is really pretty. I'm going to take some more, do the other side. I am loving all of this stuff. On my nose, actually, because I'm trying to use up as many of the products as I can, I'm going to go in with the lighter one, which is more muted. I feel like this color would be better for, you know, like everyday type of look. But bam, that shit is popping. Okay. I don't want to highlight overload, but I really want to like put this shit all over my face. So then I'm going to take the gold one again, which is Trophy Wife. I'm going to lightly tap it, flick off the excess, and I'm going to go on top of this. I don't know if you dolls can see, but it definitely is different from this side. These highlighters are definitely the truth, and you need them in your life, especially if you're a highlighter whore. So with this one, I feel like you need to be a little careful with, so you don't, you know, get it everywhere because it is glittery. But if you apply it the way that I am, tap it and tap it off, then, you know, you're not going to have so much product on your brush. And it's not flying everywhere, but really pretty. I'm actually really loving this look that I ended up coming up with. So, yeah. And for the lips, of course, I did get the gloss because I am a gloss whore. But at first, whenever I seen the pictures online, I wasn't really feeling it because it didn't really look like a color that would suit me. But then once I seen videos and everyone was saying it's universal, blah, 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 I was like, yo, I have to get this. So this is the Gloss Bomb. I have compared it to some of my other glosses to see how much product you get. And you actually do get quite a bit in here, although the bottle looks very small. But it is very thick. So this one is the Gloss Bomb by Fenty Beauty. Hope she comes out with more stuff. I haven't tried this at all. I haven't swatched it. Everything that I'm trying is for the first time. So I'm going to swatch this on my hand. This is actually my first time even opening it. And at the store, I didn't swatch it because I just was like, okay, I'm just going to get it. So this is the color right there. And everyone says it smells so good. A lot of people say that it smells like lip smackers and stuff, but to me, this smells like Smoothie King because I'm always drinking smoothies and it definitely smells like a smoothie. So I'm going to line my lips a little bit with the color Whirl by MAC. And I'm wondering if I should go in straight with the color or if I should do a little bit of a lipstick. I think I'm going to do a little lipstick because typically, I mean, I would probably wear it like an everyday color, but I'm just going to go with the lipstick. This is Hue by MAC. Just going to go in with the lip gloss. As for the gloss, it's definitely not sticky. I love sticky glosses because to me they last longer, but this one is not sticky if you're someone who doesn't like sticky gloss. And this totally smells like strawberry kiwi smoothie from Smoothie King. So yeah, it smells really good though. Like, it's making me hungry. But this is how it turns out with the gloss on top. I kind of feel like the gloss is a little bit more warm tone, so I probably need to go with something a little bit more nude on my lips to really tie this look together, but I think it still looks really nice. So yeah. Here is the completed look. I wanted to come back and kind of do a run through of everything and let you know how I personally feel about the items just from wearing it for a little bit of time, which hasn't been that long, but I can kind of have an opinion already, right? For the primer, I do find that it was very moisturizing on the skin, and I do believe that this is something that I would start to use quite a bit, like with all my foundations, just because I feel like it moisturized my skin really, really good. And then also for the foundation. Now with this foundation, I do feel like I look very matte, and matte is not usually my preference. I prefer more of a dewy look. So I'm definitely probably going to try this, mixing in some type of illuminizer or something just to see how much of a glow it can give me, because I am totally matte. It's really pretty though. I really like it, but I'm not used to it. And also with the foundation on camera, it looks like it's matching perfectly, but in person, whenever I look at myself, I do see a lot more yellow in my skin, and the foundation is a little bit more gray. I don't know, because whenever I put it on, it definitely looked very yellow, but to me in person, looking at it here, it definitely is pulling a little bit more gray, like not as yellow as I would like to match my skin. Like, I feel like my skin is just more yellow tone. I feel like the foundation is the right tone, but it doesn't have enough yellow in it for my skin. So I don't know, maybe I may have to be mixing it up. But then also next are the Match Sticks Trios. Now my favorite one out of this set so far is definitely the shimmering highlighter one, which is in the color Trippin'. The one that looks like this, because I feel like it gave your cheeks a nice glow. And then you can also apply a powder highlight on top, which is going to make your powder highlight last longer whenever you use a cream one. And then also for the concealer shade, I feel like under my eyes they do look a little bit creased. But I feel like I was able to work it out by putting some regular concealer with it. So I may just use this, you know, for little spots and stuff like that, like to mix in with other items. So that's the concealer. And then also for the contour stick, I feel like it did turn out really nicely, but it wasn't like mind-blowing, like, oh my god, I need this. So at first I didn't pick this up, and I kind of wish, you know, I could have saved my $50 on this, but you know, it's cool to have. So yeah, for the highlighters, I feel like the highlighters are probably the star of the show, especially Trophy Wife, because it is such a different type of color, and I feel like it's so beautiful. And you can also use it on your eyes like I did today. It makes a beautiful pigment or shadow on your lids. I think this is really, really pretty and definitely worth it. On your cheeks, some people may not feel it because it is really glittery, but I did put it on my cheeks very lightly just to give that bit of golden glow. So I really do love this one. And the ones that come with the two highlighters, one of the colors in there is going to be more subtle, and then one is going to be a little bit more glittery, more amped up. The subtle one I think is really good for an average day if you don't want anything too glowy, and then if you want to intensify it at night or whatever the case may be, the one that is more amped up will definitely be up your alley. So I think this is a good mix of the two, because some people don't really want to wear amped up highlighter all the time. So I feel like you get the best of both worlds in this one. So I do like that one as well. And then also the lip gloss is really nice also, and I was not really expecting that. I feel like my lips do look nice and shiny, but they're not like I just ate chicken or something. It's like a really nice pretty shine. And my lips are not sticky at all, but I am finding that it is staying on my lips very well, to say that it's not a sticky gloss. So yeah, I could see myself probably throwing this in my bag and using this as an everyday gloss, also without any lipstick or liner. So those are my thoughts on the collection. I will have to work with the foundation some more to see, but on the camera it does look really good, but in person it does pull a little bit more gray. So yeah, that's it. I am really excited to see what else she's gonna come out with, and judging by that highlighter and using it as an eyeshadow, she better come out with some bomb eyeshadows. Like, you can use this same formula and do some pressed pigments, girl. Like, take some notes from your girl, because this shit is gorgeous. So yes, Riri, put this in a palette. So thank you, dolls, for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, dolls.
J. Rossi Beats.